Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Wednesday, July 26, 2023. Stand up for your country. You know, Hunter Biden has done the USA a big favor. I'm going to explain that. And today, what a chaotic mess in a courtroom in Wilmington, Delaware. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points Memo. So I got a headache from listening to all this cable news gibberish. Here's what happened. Simple man explanation. So Hunter Biden's lawyers go into the courtroom ready to do a plea bargain, to plead guilty for Hunter avoiding $1.5 million in taxes, right? Dodged the taxes, didn't put it on his filing, and plead guilty to possessing a handgun because he was a drug addict. That is a federal felony. Okay. Hunter and his lawyers are in there and they're ready to do this soft deal. They know it's soft, no jail, just probation. And if he fulfills the probation, the felony gun charge is thrown out. Not on his record, expunged. Okay, so what could go wrong? Well, the judge shows up. Mary Ellen Norris. All right, there she is. And she basically says, I don't know about this deal because there are other charges, alleged charges, against Hunter Biden. And will they not be pursued if we sign this plea bargain? So Hunter Biden's lawyers kind of look at her and say, well, you know, we think this is the end of it. And the judge goes, no, you can't do that. We're not going to sign this plea agreement. We, the court, sign off on it. If there are other things that your client may have done that are under investigation, which there are, the biggest of which is registering as a foreign agent. That's why Paul Manafort, remember him? Trump's former chief of staff for a little while. He went to prison for that. He took money from foreign operations and didn't register with the State Department as a foreign agent. And that's illegal. Okay? So Hunter Biden's under investigation for that. So the judge goes, let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll see if we can sort this out. So Hunter Biden's lawyers cave immediately and go, okay. We'll take the plea agreement on the $1.5 million he didn't put on his taxes and the gun. We'll take it. And the judge goes, nah, I looked at this all again and I don't like this gun thing at all. I don't think this should be expunged at all. I think that might be unconstitutional to do that. Because the very judge had sentenced somebody to prison for the same crime, having a handgun and being involved in narcotics. Did you know that? Nobody knows that. I think Hannity reported it to his credit. So the judge goes, nah, I'm not going to take the deal. Whereupon Hunter Biden and his attorneys immediately say, well, then we're going to plead not guilty. When everybody knows they're guilty. There's nobody that doesn't know they're not guilty. But they're going to do that to try to put pressure on the federal government to bring a trial and what else, all right? Because he is entitled, Hunter Biden, to a trial before his peers, before a jury of civilians. And they'll have to find 12 morons who don't know anything about this. Now, you'll be able to do that because the corporate media has blacked out most of this. So anyway, that's what happened. The judge didn't take the deal. And now we're back to zero. So a guy named Karl Rove, you may know him, been around a long time, big Bush guy, goes on Fox News and says, this is the worst thing that could happen to Joe Biden, the president. And it's true, because they were hoping this would all go away today. But it's not going to go away. It's now going to continue, and the investigations into Hunter Biden have to now have some semblance of honesty, because the Justice Department has been exposed. And that brings me to my provocative statement that Hunter Biden has done this country a favor. We wouldn't have known anything concrete about the vast corruption inside the FBI, Merrick Garland's Justice Department, the White House itself, unless we had Hunter Biden on display. You could have suspected, I certainly did, all right? But now we know. And, you know, to me, it's insulting to see a guy like Juan Williams go on Fox News and say, oh, this is no big deal. It's just insulting. You'll have that, but I think 90% of fair-minded Americans believe the way that I do. A, Hunter Biden's a grifter. B, the Biden family took money from foreign operations to an extent never before seen in this country, while the patriarch Joe Biden was vice president and then president. Okay? And C, Joe Biden, the president, denied knowing anything about this when that's false. And that'll be proven on Monday when Devin Archer, Hunter Biden's business associate, testifies under oath in front of the House Oversight Committee and says, yeah, Joe's involved. So this is a catastrophe for the Biden White House and the Democratic Party. The press knows it, absolutely knows it, all right? You could see the body language on MSNBC actually had to cover it. NBC News had to do its job today. You could just see them like this. And Corinne JeanPierre, let's roll a tape on her.
Hunter Biden is a private citizen, and this was a personal matter for him. As we have said, the president, the first lady, they love their son, and they support him as he continues to rebuild his life.
All right, I'll let you decide how moronic that is. Again, that's insulting. That kind of an answer is insulting. Now, President Biden himself gave a speech yesterday, and reporters could view the speech at the White House, and then this happened. Go.
We're the United States of America. Think we're the United. There's nothing beyond our capacity. Nothing beyond our capacity when we do it together. So God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you so very much.
All right, there's President, you want to call, okay. I don't expect Joe Biden to ever address this in any way, shape, or form. He's not going to debate, okay? He's not going to give interviews to anybody who will ask him about it. We've already seen that with Nicole Wallace on NBC News, just didn't ask him anything about it. He's just not going to do that. So what happens now? The Hunter Biden thing goes back into the system. A trial date will be assigned. Whether there'll be another plea bargain, probably, but it'll be to Hunter Biden's detriment. The story continues where that's going to, every day that hurts President Biden. A week from tomorrow, Congress is off for 5 weeks, so that's what the Biden administration is hoping that everything will collapse. You're not going to see Joe Biden, by the way. They're going to keep him in Rehoboth Beach. Nobody will see him. You won't see anything. They just hope that this declines. As people go on vacation, they forget about it, whatever. That's not going to happen, all right? Because the Republicans, even though they're on vacation, are going to continue to dredge up as much stuff as they can to destroy Biden and the Democratic Party. I mean, that's what they're going to do. Okay. So summing up, chaotic day, not a good day for Hunter Biden, not a good day for Joe Biden, but a good day for the United States because now there is no question how corrupt the Biden administration is. Justice Department, FBI, White House itself. There's no question. That's the memo. Everybody knows Chuck Norris. He's not just an action star in the movies. He's a vet, family man, big on health. Now, Chuck has spent decades of his life trying every supplement out there. Most did nothing, but a few provided dramatic changes. So Chuck Norris put them together into a drink called Morning Kick. By adding Morning Kick to his diet, Chuck says he feels better at the age of 83 than he has in years. Morning Kick combines Chuck Norris's favorite supplements into one great tasting daily drink. It's got probiotics for weight loss, prebiotics for digestion, superfoods for your muscles and joints, as well as several powerful anti-aging supplements. You'll end up with more energy, better digestion, and you'll think more clearly and feel younger. Visit mymorningkick.com/first. That's mymorningkick.com/first. Remember, all individuals are unique, so your results can and will vary. Go to the mail. We got C.K. Durso, Franklin, Tennessee. Nice town right outside of Nashville. Bill, watching you again tonight, always good. Among other pithy comments, you opined that Joe Biden should be impeached on his open border policy alone. Exactamundo. You know, CK, I read your letter because you used the word exactamundo. I haven't heard that since the Fonz in Happy Days. But Biden not enforcing the border law, the immigration laws, absolutely an impeachable offense. Patrick Dottie, Indio, California. What is happening with the investigation of President Biden concerning the documents that he took when he left office? His special counsel. Nobody's ever heard anything about him. And you won't. It'll come back and they didn't do anything wrong. You didn't know. That's exactly what's going to happen. Connie Auerbach at Talmadge, Ohio. Wow, Bill, I'm shocked when you said a president can pardon himself at not only am I a simple woman, but apparently a dumb one too. Connie, the Constitution is very long and you can't memorize the whole thing, but a president has the power to pardon himself. And that would happen if Biden's still president. That's why Trump wants to get reelected. As soon as Trump gets reelected, all the other legal stuff goes away. On a federal level, can't pardon yourself against state and local crimes, by the way. So you're not dumb, Connie. It was a good question. Carol, concierge member. Thank you, Carol. Very excited for the release of Killing the Witches. It's a subject matter I've always been fascinated with. From purchasing your books and others I admire, I'm always in the poorhouse. Why? All you got to do is re-up your concierge membership. You get it free. Get Killing the Witches or any of my other killing books free. And then we have amazing deals all over the place. Come on, I can't be breaking you. I know the gas prices and energy are high, but can't be breaking. Karina, what is the sense of having a press secretary who's just jamming stuff down our throat? Lies, lies, and more lies. They all do that. The only press secretary that I actually admired was Tony Snow. Remember Tony, the late Tony Snow? And he was Bush the Younger's press secretary for a while. Snow wouldn't lie. He wouldn't do it. Jim. Bill, it is unbelievable considering the evidence against President Biden. The Republicans are alone in pursuing justice for the American people. Democrat lawmakers should be hanging their heads in shame. But that's what the Democrats say about Republican lawmakers on Trump. Same thing. They say, oh, the Republicans don't want Trump held responsible, so they justify it, each side. But here, the Democratic Party doesn't care what Joe Biden did. They don't care. That is shameful. Ron, good for you, Bill, waiting out the sandwich. Ron is referring to my final thought yesterday. I was at a Subway. The poor woman, young woman, was Bangladesh, couldn't understand English. I almost had to make the sandwich myself, but I did not act out. And 10 years ago, I probably would have. But I said, what's the greater good here? My tuna sandwich, I'm not going to hurt the girl's feelings, so I didn't. But I appreciate that, Ron, that note. All right, and I want to recognize Jerry Consiglio, 100 years old, Sierra Vista, Arizona. I hope you're not going outside, Jerry. And he was in the Normandy invasion, D-Day. So God bless you. 100 years, Jerry. You're a patriot. I'm glad I could acknowledge it. All right, let's go to Killing the Witches in advance. September 26th comes out. You can get it on BillO'Reilly.com. Now, the show with Sid Rosenberg, WABC sponsored at the Paramount Theater in Huntington on October 27th, 4 days before Halloween, very fitting, 8 p.m. This is pre-sale. BillO'Reilly.com will take care of you. Tickets go on sale Friday. It's about 40% sold out now. Though if you want to see us on October 27th of this year, you got to get on it. Okay? Now, if you come to Long Island or even New York City on October 27th, it's beautiful here. That's peak leave change time. And it's still fairly warm. So, you go to the show, you go to see maybe a Broadway show the next night, go to the beaches, you'll be happy with it. And finally, bumper stickers want to spread the joy. Don't be a pinhead. Atheism, nothing there. Team normal, you get 6 for $14.95 or something. Spread them around, put them where you want them. Don't be a pinhead is my favorite. Summer reading special. Summer's dwindling, but still got time. Killing Crazy Horse, Killing Killers, Killing the Legends. And a Team Normal hat, $32.95. Tremendous deal. Word today, no pettifogging, and we're living in a world of pettifogging. Pettifogging. Final thought in a moment. The chairman of the Fed is promising more pain ahead. Last year's stocks dropped a whopping 20%. 2023 could be worse. You are right to be worried. So call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Since I've been a client and spokesperson, the price of gold has appreciated more than 35%. So please call today and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers and have the highest rating in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Please tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201. That's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Okay, so we now live in a last-minute culture in America. I don't know if it's this way abroad, but here, particularly younger Americans, everything's last minute. All right, so I have to plan months in advance, get a calendar with this, that, and the other thing, to get everything done that I have to get. True story. So the Mets and the Yankees are Subway Series in the Bronx. I'm out on eastern Long Island, a good 120 miles away. I would have gone to the games. But my son, who's working his butt off, as he should, all right, in the summer, shows up yesterday and goes, "Oh, I'm going to the game on Wednesday night." I go, "What?" Yeah. Me and some pals, we got a bus. I said, "Wait a minute, you got to work." "Oh, no, I changed my shift." And I said, so he's going, all right, but I'm going, couldn't you plan this in advance? The baseball schedule comes out a year ahead. Couldn't you just do this? No. They all do it the day of. So God knows where he's going to wind up. I don't know. I mean, he's taking a bus from eastern Long Island to the Bronx. That's not an easy trek. And then he jumping into the Giant Stadium. It's going to be, Yankee Stadium is going to be about 85 at game time. But they'll have a blast, and I know they will, and it's healthy and it's good. And I want them to do that stuff. But I want them to plan in advance. But they don't do it. They're waiting for something better. I don't know what it is. Attention deficit. If you know, tell me. Bill@BillO'Reilly.com. And this isn't the first time this happened. And even adults are doing it. Last minute. No, much better planning in advance. Thank you for watching and listening to the No Spin News. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.